Ram TV today. 32/10/15. Hey, where's Audrey?
She's not here today.
What do you mean?
She's not coming. She's not coming.
Today on Ram TV, the Super Bowl unveiled new stuff that is to come this year. Well, it looks like Audrey's not here, so the show. Our track team popped off this weekend. I'm Rick Vice, and this is Ram TV. From all the electric cars to Kanye West coming out in a McDonald's commercial, Super Bowl 56 gave us new information on what to expect for 2022. It seems Coinbase will try to become the new market for Bitcoin after its mysterious QR code commercial. The unveil of Nope, directed by Jordan Peele, looks star-studded, while Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness looks like it will cause shockwaves in the MCU. What was your guys' favorite Super Bowl commercial? Track and field went off this weekend at their track meet at Clint. Our boys varsity and JV brought home some gold, coming in at first place with scores of 120 and 189. Okay, we got some Barry Allens here at Mallwood. We also got some Jessica Quicks too, because our girls varsity placed third with a score of 92.25. Catch them racing around the track this afternoon at Burgess High School. If you are interested in being part of the legacy, please contact Coach Carden at C214. Avocados are now suspended from the U.S. after all imports were not passed due to a safety inspector getting a threatening message. It is a devastation to the company, Avocados from Mexico, after the Super Bowl, where they usually have big sales. Though it will not affect consumption since these avocados have already been shipped. I would say enjoy avocados while they last. I do love me some guac. Do you have a pair or two of some running shoes or some socks that you don't use that are just laying around? Bring them to the student council in the Commons and the D building foyer starting earlier this week up until next Wednesday. They will be donated to Nike, Reuse a Shoe, and Toasty Toes. Is El Paso becoming the next Hollywood? Bad Bunny and Tyler, the Creator, performed last week at the Don Haskins Center selling sold-out shows. I even got some intel on what went on.
Alright, Rick Vice from Ram TV. Shout out Mallwood. So we're here with Martin, and we're at the Tyler, the Creator concert. Martin, what do you think about the concert? Like, alright, what are you excited for?
It's gonna get lit, bro. Fantasy's Tyler, you feel me?
Crazy concert. I mean, it was one of the best I'll ever be in, and it was my first concert. I'm sure some of your classmates can relate too. Well, I was Rick Vice, and this was Ram TV.
Hello, my name is Daniela Ordaz, and you are watching Ram TV. Google's plan to limit data tracking on its Chrome browser has been extended to cover apps on its Android-based smartphones. Its supposed Privacy Sandbox project aims to curb the amount of user data that advertisers can collect. Rival Apple now forces app developers to ask permission from users before tracking them. The news will be a blow to firms like Meta, which rely on putting their code on apps to track consumer behavior. Meta said this month that Apple's changes would cost it $10 billion this year. Google's Android operating system is used by about 85% of smartphone users worldwide. An American research team reported that they possibly cured their first case of HIV in a woman for the first time, building on past successes as well as failure in the HIV cure research field. These scientists used a cutting-edge stem cell transplant method that they expect will expand the pool of people who could receive similar treatment to several dozen annually. Their patients step into a rarefied club that includes 3 men whom scientists have cured or very likely cured of HIV. Researchers also know of 2 women whose own immune systems have quite astoundingly apparently banished the virus. Well, that's all the news for today, Rams. I'm Daniela Ordaz. and this is RAM TV.
So my name is Jose Portillo. I am in charge of the new electrocardiogram program here at Mountwood High School. We actually just started it with collaboration with EPCC along with the new phlebotomy class that Ms. Schott is going to be in charge of as well. We took a total of 12 students in the EKG program to be able to eventually become EKG techs and be able to work in the real world and be able to participate in the medical field right after high school. So EKG is basically the heart rhythm monitors that they see to be able to monitor the heart rate, monitor heartbeats throughout the patient's stay, whether it's at a hospital or a clinic or whatever it may be. The technicians are the ones to be able to place the leads, to be able to run the machine and be able to run the results of any EKG. I believe the biggest thing to be taken away is that they're going to be able to participate in the medical field right away versus being able to having to go to college and kind of go through the programs on their own. Mountwood High School, along with the CTE program and, of course, Socorro Independent School District, they were able to bring this together so high school students are able to really immerse themselves in the medical field before they even graduate high school.
I really like it. It's very hands-on. We get certified in CPR and first aid, which is something that in the biomedical program we got promised that we would get, but we didn't actually get our certification. We just got taught the basics. But here we actually get our certification for the CPR and our first aid certification through the mail, and it's valid, I believe, for 2 years, and then we can renew it after that. I do want to be an EKG technician and I want to work at a hospital. I'm going to go to Texas State to study nursing. So I want to be able to work this job because it pays around $30,000 to $25,000 a year. So that's a lot of money for a college student who's going to be trying to study full time. So that's going to help me a lot, and plus, it'll look better on my med school resume as an EKG technician, plus having the nursing degree once I leave Texas State.
So the phlebotomy program is new to Mountwood High School. We just started it this year. And what it is if a student is interested in getting certified in phlebotomy, they can take our course, and what that certifies them in is they can take out blood from anybody at a Quest or at a hospital, and they can earn money doing it. So in order to complete the program, it is going to be one full semester at EPCC, or in other words, it's about 6 months.
I would definitely recommend this program to any kid who's interested in the medical field, as this will help you and boost your knowledge of working in a workplace or just learning more about the medical field. I recommend that you do study a lot because it is very demanding, but you can do it through hard work. My goal after high school is to go into the medical field and pursue nursing, but this class will help me just so I can gain experience anywhere in a workplace such as a hospital or a diagnostics clinic.
My name is Antonio Torres, and I'm a senior here at Mountwood, and I'm one of the captains for the Mountwood baseball team. This season we all have the same expectation. It's to go back-to-back district champs and make it further in the playoffs than we did last year, and just continue the winning seasons. Honestly, the 50-inning marathons, those are always fun. It's competitive, and we always go out and do our best. To be all-district pitcher, all-district second base again, and just the same thing, win back-to-back district champs. Yes, I am. I'm continuing at EPCC. All right, thank you for having me.
Hello Rams, and welcome to the Mountwood Sports Minute. I'm your host, Ruben Porras, and without further ado, let's get it started. Congratulations to Ermi Steele, who will be competing in state this week after getting first place in her weight division. Also, congratulations to Gavin Ramos, who also won first in his weight division and will be competing in state. Good luck Rams, and come back state champs. Next, we have some news from the NBA trade deadline. The trade deadline ended a little more than a week from today. There were many trades that happened, but none were as big as this one. With James Harden and Paul Millsap going to Philadelphia, and Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks will be going to Brooklyn. Ben Simmons has not played since last season, and as of now, James Harden will make his 76er debut after the All-Star weekend since he tweaked his hamstring. James Harden had announced that he was not happy with the Nets and wanted out, but never made an official trade request as it had only been 2 seasons since he joined the team. Only time will tell to see how these two affect their new teams. Lastly, we have news about the Super Bowl. The Rams dominated early but began to struggle after they lost Odell to a suspected torn ACL early in the game. The Bengals started off the second half on fire and ended up having a lead over the Rams at one time. But once again, Cooper Kupp showed why he deserved to be Offensive Player of the Year and ended up scoring the game-winning drive with less than 2 minutes left. Burrow could not complete the comeback as the pressure brought from Aaron Donald and the Rams was just too much for the lackluster offensive line of the Bengals. Cooper Kupp was named Super Bowl MVP as he already had one of the greatest receiving seasons anyone has ever had in the whole NFL. This season was a fantastic one, and I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with my Sundays, but at least it will be back in only 202 days. Well, that's this week's edition of Mouth Sportsman, and I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, stay safe and take care, everyone.